Good morning, world. This is the Life Motivation, and we are the entrepreneurs from across the world. I am Thomas Warden, and everyone that you see and hear has done something by changing their life, all by the thought processes that they have given to themselves. Each day we wake up and we have learned that giving the gratitude and the thoughts within our own self, we are the ones that are able to write our story for the day of how we want it to happen. And the places that we want to go, the people we want to see, it will all align up because we are giving a better thought process to ourselves in the morning, and it's called gratitude. That love, that happiness, that thankfulness for what we have in our life now, because there's many things that happened yesterday that I cannot take back, or you can't either. There's many things that you're coming in the future that you cannot manifest truly yet until you take care of everything in the now, time, space, reality of today. Because the universe works with you in many different forms, shapes, and fashions, and they want you to make sure that you're in the correct alignment to receive that you're asking for. Many times people are asking for material things or money or, this, that, and the other, but they haven't truly aligned their thought process or their thinking to what they want. Have they put a true plan to that design to get what they want within their life? Because I remember many times, like I said the other day, that I am not someone who was one that knew about goal writing or planning or things like that. That is something that wasn't taught within my lifetime, but yet are from my family. So I have learned truly in the last 5 to 6 years on how to start writing the goals, writing down the things that I want within my life, putting a plan with a good thought process to it every day. And then I had to learn to have gratitude for what I already had. And that is coming. It's awesomeness to have the enjoyment that I know that is coming because I've already put the thought process to it. I put the plan to it. So whether it happens next week, through 2 or 3 months from now, a year from now, 3 or 4 or 5 years from now, it depends on how big of that goal that is or how big that you're wanting to dream. Me, I have big dreams, big things that are going on within my life. And a lot of things have started shifting more within the last 3 years because I have given it a better thought process. I have been waking up with better gratitude within my life. I wasn't grateful for the things that I already had. I was just living my life willy-nilly, saying that I'm going to make everything happen on my time frame when I want it to happen. Nobody can tell me what I can or cannot do. Well, I had to rethink that process just a little bit because I know now that I have to give gratitude for what I already have and be thankful for what is coming. So once I started aligning my thought process and rewiring the thinking that I had, that I have to get up, I have to go to this job site, I have to make this money, and then I work for 40 years and then I retire. Not anymore. My thought process, I am already retired. I am already a millionaire. I am already on top of the world. I'm already living my best life right now today. And if anything happened to me today and I was to leave this world, then everyone that is around me or knows me, that I've had a good life and I love them completely. And that I hope that they keep flowing with life and that gratitude that they have. Because if I left today, I promise you, you will still keep going because you will have my words in the back of your head and you have me within your heart because you know I have been there with you the whole time of bringing this different rewiring to our life, rethought process to bring the happiness that we've been looking for. Many people have been saying, I'm trying to create myself. You are already created. You're here. Keep being the best version of you each day. You're in the mirror, so you don't have to go and try to recreate yourself. You're there. Get in tune with yourself. Look in your eyes every day and say, I love you. And this is what I want to happen today because I'm going to do it with happiness. I'm going to do it with a smile on my face, and no one is going to be able to affect anything that's going on within my life. And because the things that I do are my choices. The things that I do is what I want to do for my life. Once I align myself with my happiness, Carol gets up in the morning, she gets her things going, she aligns herself with her happiness, then we can co-create together each day. Same thing with anybody that is married or has a partner that they have within their life. You have to find your happiness within your heart first, the love that you, for that life of today within your heart, then they will find theirs, then you go co-create and mingle for the day to make it a best day and the best version of your life. The things that we do each day, if you're not writing them down, if you're not planning that goal out, if you're not saying that, communicating with your partner and things like that, then your relationship will have a lot of lack of. But an open communication for everything that is going on with each other's lives, you're there to support. You're not there to fix. You're not there to make it correct. All you there is for a shoulder to love because they are going to have to figure out their own situations and move through them with their own vibrations. because they're going to do it with their own thought process. How can I make myself happier? What do I need to do to make myself happier? Reevaluate the situations that you're in, because the emotion side that you put to any situation will bring the better outcome. Because if you put a positive emotion to it, you will have a better outcome to any situation. If you think negative about a situation, then guess what? You will have a negative outcome. Things will not go the way that you thought it should because you didn't put the correct thought process to it. So waking up each day and giving yourself the gratitude, giving yourself those good thoughts, and giving yourself the way that you want to flow within this life of today, that will be the best day of your life. Especially when you can wake up and not worry about the monetary funds, not wake up about anybody else's thoughts or opinions. When you can wake up and be in alignment with just you, the person that you see in that mirror, then guess what? You're going to have one hell of a day. The universe will bring all kinds of abundance to you, and you're going to be like, how is this coming? And I'm going to tell you one thing. Quit asking how and just say thank you. The universe will bring it. But when you start trying to figure out how to do it, then it's not going to come. Align yourself with the universe and say thank you and have the gratitude, give the good emotion, the good positive energies. Then watch the things start coming to you with that smile on your face today starts changing others around you as well. Their way they react to you. Because if you walk around with a smile, you'll never have anybody come to you with a bad attitude because they see that you're in a happy place and they know that they can't get around you because your aura is so big that it blocks the negativity. When they see that smile, they can't even get near you because your universe is not allowing you because they put that hedge of protection around you. Call that aura. And most people can see that light right there around you. When they see that power of that light around you, they want to be around you. They want to know how they can have that happiness. When they see that smile on your face, it removes the thought process of negativity that they had within theirs. And it all of a sudden, the muscles come up on their face and puts a smile on their face. Now their brain has now got the energy thought process of going and saying, hey, this guy's in a happy mode right now. He's got a smile on his face. So it starts putting out electrical shocks throughout the whole body to say, hey, this guy's happy. Let's do a little dance. Why not? Hey, we got some good energy flowing. Oh, good music in the background too. Let's tap our toe. Just by a smile on your face can shift your entire life because you put that thought process to say, I'm going to have a good day today. I'm going to walk around with a smile on my face. Nothing is going to be able to affect anything that I do. No words will ever be able to affect me by anybody else. What was that one little high school, elementary school? Sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words will never hurt me. Same aspect. Keep it up. They can throw sticks at you all day, but your aura is going to stop them. They can throw stones at you all day, but that smile is going to block them. Their words that they give at you, it doesn't matter because you cannot hear them because your aura has stopped those words of negativity coming into your life of happiness. Keep that flow of happiness each day. Keep that smile on your face each day. You will watch your energy start shifting into a different process when you do just those simple little things that we talked about right here this morning. And all I want everybody to do is have a great day. Go ahead, brother.
Well, Thomas, I'll piggyback off of just the concept in general about that aura. You know, as great as I could try to make myself be, in every day. You know, this is the same concept, Thomas, but a little twist. You know, I can't, and I rarely use the words I can't, but I can't take the credit entirely for it. You know, because yes, it's up to the individual to make the correct choices in order to get themselves in alignment or get themselves to a better place. You know, and it's the truth. Like, you know, you walking and talking and smiling and happy, and you know, you carry yourself differently, and there's an aura that you individual will carry, and a lot of times people of negativity, they won't mess with that person because they see it. If they don't see it, they feel it. There is something in the human radar, you know, that will look at a person who's extra jolly or whatever and be like, why the hell are they so happy? Why, you know, and there's times that, and I believe that we can take credit for that, you know, but there's also times that we can't take credit for it because there's times when it's not just us, but it is the spirit that created us, You know, that's the spirit that gives, in my opinion, that's the spirit that gives people that alarming notice. You know, whether it be a positive alarm or a negative alarm. You know, if somebody's operating in negativity, then boom, it'll be a negative alarm. You know, if given we're referencing positivity. You know, so like if you were imagine for a second the possibilities of where positivity can take you in reference to where negativity can take you. The possibilities of positivity says, hey, my cup is half full. It's not half empty, you know, and I can share my water, and I can also drink a little bit if I have some in this cup, you know, plus there's room for. That's what positivity says about our life. That's the possibility of positivity. You know, there's always more around the corner. Instead of you looking at life from a lack perspective, you know, you have that individual that their glass is half empty. It's not half full. And they go, damn, I only have half a cup. Well, can you share? No, because I only have half a cup. You know, it's a downward spiral of negativity. Well, if I share half a cup with you, then I'm really going to be thirsty, because then I'm only going to have half of half, you know, and who knows if I'm ever going to get my cup full. Who knows if I'm ever going to, you know, so if I get, how am I supposed to ration my water? Like, it's just a negative spiral over and over and over again, instead of seeing the possibility of more, you know. Like a person says, okay, with that positive, back to the positive person, well, this is my half a cup, but I noticed that you're thirsty, so let's go ahead and share. You know, I'll share my cup with you and you share your cup with me or whatever, and boom, there you go. And we're both operating in that. But negativity says, no, I want to share with you. No, thank you. You know, I want to harbor, I want to hold on to mine. And it's just like the possibilities are endless in positivity. But when you look at negativity, there's a few avenues that you can go, yeah, but they're all negative. They all lead to a further and further negative spiral. You know, so I won't take the entire credit for getting myself to where I'm at today. You know, it's been an alignment. It's been positioning. It's been the universe. It's been God. It's been the spirit. You know, there's a lot of things that come into play, but the same way that we talk about, like, you have to get yourself there, you know. The spirit notices if you're willing yourself to something greatness. The spirit notices if you're willing yourself for something more. The spirit, you can't lie to the universe. You know, it's equivalent to like cheating on the test of life. Can you cheat in the test of life? No. You might be able to cheat on that math test because Sally Sue studied and you didn't, and you're sitting next to her, you know, and you're like, hey, what's up, Sally Sue? How you doing? Remember me, Julio? And you did that. What's the answer to 1 through 10, girl? Come on. I didn't study. We cool, right? You know, you can cheat on that test, but the test of life, you can't cheat on, man. The universe knows what for what. You can't BS your life. You know, you have to take control of it. You have to, you know, take the initiative, be intentional, you know, establish purpose in your day. You know what the heck you want? Okay, all right, I'm going to operate on this positive train. How do I align myself in that? Okay, I know that I need to do this, this, and this. All right, let me start to, and when you begin to operate off of that instead of negativity, the possibilities of more, you know, become so great. The visions that you get, the alignment that you get. I mean, everything, doors begin to open where they were closed before. And you're like, what? Well, this door was closed last month. This door was closed last year. Well, you're in a different position, my friend. You're operating in positivity. You're operating in love. You've actually positioned yourself to receive. Now this door is open for you, you know, and you don't have to ask the why. You know, you don't like, why? Because you know, well, there you go. We gave you your answer. You're already in the alignment, you know. So all possibilities, and I mean this from a positive frame, you know, all things are possible, man. It's a matter of you willing yourself to do it. And when you begin to do that, the alignment that takes place, the universe, God, whatever you view as your creator, I mean, you know, I'm not going to push off my beliefs onto you, but I know, like, so this morning I'm meditating specifically on the one that goes before me. And that's because I wasn't the first. See, Thomas talks about that we've been, you know, these things that we're bringing about and we're talking about, you know, that he didn't make them up. He's learned, and they've been practiced for thousands of years. And I agree with that. So that the creator of all those practices of positivity, of, you know, the things that we speak of, I feel like he goes before me in everything that I do. So on top of the fact that my choices that I make redeems me, and the choices that I make, switch up the direction for positivity versus negativity, and you can get yourself from where you're at to where you want to be, then at that, I have that much more emphasis because the Spirit leads me. The Creator leads me in everything I do. He goes before me. And the word says that if Christ is before me, who can be against me? That's a position of positivity. That's a position of firmness. That means you're on good ground. You're on good foundation. And at that, pretend for a second you're on a football, or you're playing football, and you're on a football line, and they hike the ball to you, and you're the running back. Pretend for a second that you have towers of buildings in front of you. It's going to plow through anything that comes against it. So when you're in alignment, that's how your life begins to operate. When you're in alignment, you start plowing through life differently. There is no, we were speaking yesterday about the term grind, and Jen kind of gave me a different perspective. And it was a great perspective. It was kind of like a revelation perspective for me. At first I was like, I had to think about it, but boom, I grabbed it, and then this past weekend, I seen it come into fruition. It manifested right before me, So when you begin to practice, that positivity, man, when you begin to change your outlook, change your perspective, you start to plow through life in a different way. There's a flow. You don't have the same kind of friction that you used to. Like I said, those doors begin to open, and you're like, man, this is beautiful. The possibilities are endless, man. That's when you guys see, like me posting lives and stuff like that. And whenever I'm referencing the more of life, that's what I'm referencing. The possibilities that anything is possible. The possibilities that you can do anything you want to do if you were simply to set your mind to it and get in alignment for it. What do you mean get in alignment? Get in the act of receiving, Okay, I want to have, for example, if you wanted to have 10 people, in a room or something, and you walk these people to the 10 room, but you don't have the key to the door, then you can't have access to that room, and those 10 people can't get in this room. Those 10 people can't go and have a sit down or have a talk with you or whatever. Okay, so let's say, all right, you've executed step one, and now you have the key to the room. All right, you get in the room. Are there chairs ready to sit down for those 10 people? No, and this is something I just thought up randomly, but you have to be in the act of receiving. And that's how it comes with blessings. That's how it comes with an increase in pay. That's how it comes with an increases in relationships. That's how it comes with, hey, you know what? I have no friends. Well, have you asked the universe for friends? Are you in alignment for friends? Do you have a crappy attitude that you're not even approachable? Then guess what, my friend? You're not going to have any friends because you're not even approachable. People can't gravitate towards that. People can't gravitate toward negativity, or a person who's always murmuring and complaining and just like, to have that woe is me. A person who's ready to receive, so you might need one good friend or somebody from the past or whatnot to get you out of that rut, or you can do it yourself as well. But you're not in the act of receiving just yet. So when you get to in the act of receiving, man, things begin to align differently, and your life just becomes, you begin to see everything from a different perspective, man. And then you begin to start diving deep within yourself, and you're like, well, if anything is possible, then let's go ahead and do it, And that's where I'm at right now, guys. That's where I am at. I'm in the position to go. I've had a number of people speak some things over me in the last couple of weeks, man, and just how the alignment and everything. I'm beginning to see 110%, not just a little bit. Like I saw trickles of it before, but when you're in the full active receiving, whoa. That's all I gotta say is whoa, man. There's times where I can't describe the way that I'm feeling, and I didn't understand that when Thomas would say stuff like that. Like he just sit there and he let me breathe for a second because it's so big that you can't even contain it, guys. So you get yourself in alignment, man. You start operating in possibility and positivity, and you begin to see the possibilities of what's possible for you, man. And life can be just what you want it to be, man, by your design. And you got to remember at the same time, we're co-creating in this life, but we are the created. So in being a created individual, you have to have a humble approach towards life, and but you align yourself, man, beautiful things can happen.
That's it.
Love you guys, man.
So true. So true. I can't raise my hand, so I just have to jump right in there. So I will.
Patty,
I wanted to, really interesting thing is that when you're aligning yourself and you're thinking of future self, think of what future self would be doing. Think of what future self would tell now self, and then start to measure up to be that. And that's the biggest thing, is like when you're starting to really get clear on the details and imagining how a certain food tastes, where a certain area of your life you're going to be, you know, what destination you're going to live in. Imagine the surrounding, imagine what you're seeing and feeling, and the air around you and the scents that you're smelling. And then literally it'll start to align with you, just like Julio is saying. So look at yourself today and think of what your greater self is going to be, and start to grow up and measure into it. I'll shut up.
Go ahead, Miss Patty. We'll let you rock it too.
Hi, I'm just about to head out the door, so I wanted just to add on to what Julio was saying about your cup being half full, and you know, sharing that with other people. And the more, I think, just through the 30 Days to Abundance Life group that some of us are, the program that we're partaking in about money, and just fully understanding that and believing that you're worth it, and that the closer and the more abundant or ready to accept abundance you become, you see your cup is full all the time. And the only way to really keep that cup full is to keep your mind open and know that you have to continue to share that with other people in order to keep your cup full. Like the more you share it, the more full it stays, kind of thing, because you're just bringing out those positive vibes and that energy to everybody that you meet. So even when they're not in the best day, perhaps just, you know, showing them that respect and that kindness, and just letting them know that, you know, the world is there for them too, the universe is there for them too, will help maybe raise them up, and just continue to keep your cup full, so that you're always, you know, at that Thomas level that we all strive to get to. So I'm now in no way saying I'm totally there yet. I know I have a lot of work to do, but just kind of having my eyes opened a little bit more to how to get there, and you know, what I have to do in my own personal life to get to that level, so that I can continue to kind of be that light for others as well.
You are a light. You're a shining light. You're a beacon of light, and you are sharing your love to the world, Patty. And we thank you for everything that you're doing. And you are in that alignment, baby. You are moving your life and shaking and doing something different that others aren't doing to make your life better today. So you are an awesomeness right there, and your cup is full and overflowing, and everything that you do is sharing back to the world. And we want to thank you for coming in here each day for everything that you're doing. So, I mean, this is, yes, it's an awesome place. Everybody should be up and listening and dancing to some music this morning. Should be tapping your toes. Go ahead, Patty.
Thomas, can I add to what Patty just said? So I had a young man. I mean, this is when I was younger. When I was a lot younger, I was about 18, 19 years old. I had a mentor tell me, and you know, this person still holds a grand position in my life today. You have to view giving as gaining. And I couldn't grasp it. At an 18, 19-year-old kid, couldn't grasp that concept, because I wanted to just hold on, you know? I wanted to just hold on, like I earned this money, you know? I've earned these blessings or whatever it is, you know? And it's not just money, though. I've learned that, you know, and that concept that you have to view giving as gaining, you know, that's one of the many reasons why I love what we do. Right. We're always giving, you know? What are we doing? We're providing value, you know, in so many different ways, you know. But if we can get to that place where we view giving as gaining, that's when that cup overflows and it continues to stay full, as Patty is describing.
Yes. Yes.
Love you back, Patty.
Powerful, powerful words given out this morning, guys. Powerful messages that everybody can receive a little bit of something, you know, of the words, of the love, of the filling of your cup, of your abundance within your life that you already hold, and how to harness it with the better thought processes and the words that you're giving to yourself each day. The abundance that we have within our life is only going to multiply when you align. When you align and say thank you for what you already have, then more shall come. And the more may not be in the realms that you think it should be. But I promise you, the right people, you will be at the right place. You will be able to have the right conversations. And then all of a sudden you walk away and you're like, wow, that just happened. And this past weekend with Julio in Dallas showed that right there. This past week with Carol and traveling around Texas for the week, it showed her, it showed Julio, it showed Roxy, it showed his nephew that doesn't even know what we do on a day-to-day basis, had no clue. But yet he said, yeah, I'm needing some little motivation. It's like, Julio, you never told the man what we do? And he's like, I haven't seen him in 5 years. So he immediately got on the YouTube channel. He immediately linked up. And then, you know, now I've seen that he's already commented on a few of them and saying, wow, thanks, Unc. You know, thanks, Thomas. The different things that we're doing, like Julio said, what we do here each morning. I love what we do. I'm excited to get up each day, to get in here and link up to this Zoom meeting right here, to be able to share my time with every one of y'all within here, to be able to pass out different messages that will shift or shake somebody's life a little bit. So whether we come in here, like me and Julio talked from the day one, we're going to start this meeting and we're going to roll with it. Whether we touch one person's life today or we touch thousands, it doesn't matter. We are going to be full within our hearts to know that what we have done, we've done it to our best of our abilities. We brought out the best energy that we received this morning to be able to give back to everyone else. And y'all may not understand what I talk about receiving. Julio and all will link up in the morning times with our universe, with our God, with our spiritual side, and we will ask for the words to be received so we can give back the words. So this is what happens to what we do in the morning times. A lot of the things that we talk about, we have no clue where they come from, but we are thankful that the words come through us to be able to speak in here in the morning times. Think I'm a little crazy?
I'm sorry, Thomas. That's how big the spirit is, man. It's bigger than me and Thomas, man. It is so much bigger than me and Thomas. That's why I got this big-ass Kool-Aid smile, man, because it's so true, man. I've had so many people pull at me and tug at me or say, you said this or you said that, or it was so great, it was so grand, you know, and I'm like, thank you, but I don't even remember saying that, you know, and it's some stuff I do recall, but it's not everything, you know, but the majority of it, the spirit takes over, man, you know, the spirit that wants to see you guys succeed, you know, that speaks through us. We're simply vehicles. If you align yourself to be a vehicle, you'll be used in a great way, man.
You're receiving. Now all you have to do is just give back. So every morning, be the best version, be the bigger person. Wake up with that smile, with that gratitude. Wake up with that happiness and that tap and that toe and saying, hey, it's going to be an awesome day. I'm going to dance my life away today as I go through and do everything that I'm supposed to do today. So if I'm going grocery shopping and I'm walking down the aisles, dancing behind that cart, then guess what? People are looking at me like, what the heck is wrong with that guy? He got no earbuds in, but he's singing a song and he's happy as hell. Yes, I am. I am happy, happy, happy all the time. So whether I'm going to the grocery store or whether I'm going to the park or whether I'm just walking around outside in the neighborhood or whether I'm going to the bank to deposit checks, I am happy all day long because I know that I don't have to go writing out any checks anymore. It's only one bill I got. That's to write my phone bill to keep it going. Yeah, I love it. So eventually in life, we'll all get to the point to where you can truly remove things within your life that it's stressful. Some people think that it's a stress. Oh, I've got to make this truck note. Then why did you buy such an expensive vehicle if you can't afford it? So now you have taken one paycheck that you worked a whole week for just for a vehicle. Why didn't you get in something within your means until your increase of money comes up? Live within your means and do things that truly you're not the Jones and you know it. You know, if you have all the extra money, cool, go buy all them nice cars. Perfect. But if not, quit putting yourself in debt and having the lack of thought process all the time. But yet you look good while you're out there.
Thomas, let me add something. So the same person that I'm referencing who said giving is gaining, he said people work really hard at making themselves miserable.
Yeah, I like that. They do. Yes, they work very hard each day to put themselves in that funk. And do you know how that came about? They learn from their grandparents. They learn from their parents. It's a past experience that they went through of negativity, of self-doubt and all that stuff. And guess what? They never was able to release it to start receiving what was truly here, what we're truly here for. So the children of the generation, Julio is 36. I'm 46. Shannon's in her 40s. Carol's in her 40s. Jen's in her 30s. Patty's in her 40s. We have people of all age groups within here. Shannon, you're not in your 40s? Oh, come on now. You got, I know you are. You're close. So, but we're all in here at different age groups within our
Shannon's in her
baby.
We're all at different age groups within our life. But whatever you see within a different person on here, you see a smile on their face because they know they're moving their life into a different direction. They know they're doing something now for them because this is what we call, everyone in here is what I call the chain breakers. I did not want to be the kind of person my father was, so I broke those chains. My father was not a financial man, so I broke those chains. My mother was not somebody that had any money within her life. They always lived paycheck to paycheck, you know, so she wasn't somebody that could teach me on financials, but yet she did teach me how to plan for longevity. Because her and I, when we bought that house 23 years ago, when in Sulphur area, and we said, you know what, you will be retiring in 20 plus years. This will be your home. You know, it'll be paid off by then. So you'll be able to sell it and move up to the retirement house that me and my sister built, or you can stay here for the rest of your life if you like. So 20 plus years, her and I worked. And it was a plan that we had planned 20 years ago of what was going to happen. Last year, guess what? Was the 20-year mark. We sold the house. She retired. She moved up to the retirement home that me and my sister had built for her. Things work out if you look at the long term and keep working towards it. And if it doesn't happen next year, it's going to be okay. Keep moving for those dreams. Keep moving towards those goals. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's going to be okay. Keep moving towards what you're wanting to accomplish. Because not everything happens on a now, time, space reality. But yet we knew we had to move our life and go through some different things and situations that made us stronger, made us better, made us more receivable. We started getting ourselves into a better alignment throughout that time frame. And then meeting people like all of y'all within here got me into a whole nother alignment that has put my life into a whole nother elevation that I never even thought I would be in. I thought I would still be working. I thought I'd still be busting my ass 7 days a week, 12 hours a day for someone, whether it's an oil and gas industry, a construction company, or whatever. I thought that was going to be the rest of my life until I was 60 or 70 or 80. Not anymore. Within 3-year time frame, I was able to go from debt to no debt to retired. Wow. And I love every moment of it because it is people like you in here that has shifted my life into a whole different direction of thinking, the thought process, the energies that I give to myself, the love that I give to myself, the gratitude that I now have within my life, the gratitude for the things that I have within my life, because I have a beautiful woman right there called Carol Hettinger is her name. And she is the one that brings so much love within to my life that is able to assist me on a day-to-day basis. Because if it wouldn't be for her and her comfort that she gives to me in my life and to her mother as well, this girl is a nourisher. She is someone who wants to make sure everybody has a smile on their face. She wants to make sure everybody is happy and doing the things that they love within their life. I'm glad I was able to co-connect and create with this lady now, to see the things that we're able to do and the people that we're able to touch and affect, never be able to be done again. You know, so get out there and do the best that you can do with your life. So we're going to wrap this one up this morning, guys. It's been an awesome morning with everyone. Miss Shannon is going to give us some affirmations, and we look forward to seeing you.
Morning, everybody. I will never regret a day in my life. Good days give me happiness. Bad days give me experience. Worst days gives me lessons. And best days gives me memories. I may be tired and exhausted, but at least I woke up today. Someone else didn't. Every day brings a choice to practice stress or to practice peace. Waking up every day with the right attitude makes all the difference. It's not what life brings to me, it's the attitude I choose to bring to life.
The attitude that I choose to bring to life. Write that one down. If you haven't, go back and watch the recording. It'll be on Thomas Lee Warden YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed to that one yet, subscribe to Thomas Lee Warden on the YouTube. These morning motivations, our life motivations, are recorded, and we put them out on there so the world will be able to visualize them and see them and be able to hear the words that we give out each day. So pass that on. Pass that to your friends and your loved ones, because there might be someone that's going through something within their life that may need to hear these words. Because we're here to bring a message of love every day, guys. And we want everybody to be able to know that they can love themselves more than they can love anything else. Love you first. And then you can align with that spiritual side. You can align with that universe. You can align with that God spirit that you were born with. Now align with it, have fun with it, and enjoy the day. We love and appreciate you all. We'll see y'all tomorrow.